Punk Revolution now! Hey everybody, today we're going to be reviewing Andrew Jackson JIHAD. No! They changed their name to AJJ. I am so sorry, everybody. Oh my fucking god! I just broke my fucking. I broke my camera stand. So we're gonna have to do, you know, one of these reviews where I'm just holding the camera. Look at it, busted, broken. Totally busted. So Andrew Jackson JIHAD, for those of you unfamiliar, are one of they're called AJJ now. AJJ is one of the biggest folk punk / anti-folk bands in like the past 20 years with their freaking people who eat people are the luckiest people in the world or whatever. Knife Man and Can't Maintain. They got these weird fucking folk lyrics where it's like everything is terrible. It's dark humor. It's dorky and weird as folk punk usually is, but it's like self-aware of its awkwardness and cringiness and uses really funny, great, witty lyrics, and then it's so catchy and the folk arrangements are cool, but it's also really cringe, but it's good. I like this band, but you know, they haven't really released any albums that have like been super critically acclaimed in a while. Their last two albums, Christmas Island and The Bible 2, you know, didn't really give that much of a shit about them. They were pretty average indie rock albums in my opinion. So I'm just curious to see what the fuck they're up to now. So let's start by taking a look at the fucking album cover. Punk Revolution now! Just kidding, I already did that. So let's talk about the album cover. This is clearly a depiction of the end of the world, with the tidal waves and the fire and everyone running around about to die. It is clearly a comment on climate change and war and our current political situation, if you will. Then that's what really ties this whole album together. It really is cohesive, like the lyrics really do cohesively bring it together to be a comment on the current political situation. But what's really cool about it though is, for instance, take the song Normalization Blues, I think one of the best tracks on this album. What's so cool about it is it's a very political song, but it's not about like the political system as a whole. There's no super, you know, intellectual analysis like that. It's actually a very personal song. It's about the personal depression and anxiety that comes along while living in a political system that is failing, and all the questions of the existence of humankind following that. So pretty heavy, depressing, scary stuff. Does a very good job capturing those anxious emotions into a song, and it's also very authentic. It feels so authentic. The bluesy guitar work is very, very awesome, fantastic guitar work. It feels like a real authentic protest song, you know, a real folky protest song from the 60s. So, I mean, pretty cool. It's pretty, I just haven't really heard any bands really kind of do that. Sort of like nostalgic, folky, 60s protest song meets the Trump era. Pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Thought it was really creative and well written. And there's some other really cool songs on this album too, like A Poem, which is raging against these fucking stupid artists, musicians that only care about fame, and how stupid this whole music industry situation is, where a musician is dependent on feeding trash music to their audiences to survive. And there's also Mega Guillotine 2020, which is eerily similar to a song by Trevor Moore titled "It's Time for Guillotines." So that was kind of funny. It's just like a song that basically says we need to get guillotines out and kill the ruling class if we want to survive. So that was pretty funny. But also, A Big Day for Grimly, the final track on this album, also really awesome. The way the song progresses, very beautiful chord progression and nice singing. And so this album has some really nice moments on it. I really like a lot about this album. But I also really don't like a lot about this album. Some of these songs, the songwriting is so boring and shitty. Like, there's like not like some of these like Feedback and like No Justice, No Peace, No Hope. I like how it continues to use these political lyrics that tie the album together, and the lyrics are all witty as always. But the chord progressions and the melodies, it's just like, what is this song doing? It's not progressing into anything interesting, and it's just like filler. So disappointing, because I really like some of these songs. But they ruin it with some really bad songs too. That is just, if every song was as good as Normalization Blues or A Big Day for Grimly, this would be a great album. But it's not. It's not. I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. Really love some moments on this album. Really disappointed by the other moments, frankly, to sum it up in short. But, you know what? AJJ, like, they're a talented band. They continue to show some talent in some of these songs here. So hopefully maybe next album will be fucking amazing. We'll see. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go check this out if you really hate Donald Trump. It's going to be an album you're going to like. Thanks for watching Punk Revolution.